Hi, I'm Loretta Rowland-Kitley, and I'm going to do a little yoga practice, and you can join me if you'd like. I'm going to do a relatively short practice for me anyway, and we're going to do it completely on the mat, completely on the floor. I've had a few people ask me if I would do that, and therefore I will. I think I have a few other videos on YouTube that are like this, at least one or two. So we're going to add to that collection, and please join me. So let's get to the mat. Go ahead and come on down to the mat. You might already be there, I'm not sure, but go ahead and come down. I'm going to check and make sure my volume is correct first. Sorry about that. Sometimes a little feedback on that. There, I think I needed to have that a little bit higher. Hopefully that worked. Let's get back to it. Down to the surface below us, wherever you might be. Okay. First, a seated stick posture. Legs straight, back straight, arms straight. We're going to reach about every part of your body we can during this practice. And what we'll do is do some warm-ups, but actually stretch and tone at the same time. And we'll always include the breathing. So, seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point those toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Release the hold and relax the hands. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees and just sit cross-legged. You can sit half lotus with one foot up on the thigh, or you can sit full lotus with both feet up on the thigh. Nice and tall. We're just going to warm up our bodies. You might want to sit cross-legged at first and then move into one of the other seated postures. But you want to make sure your back is as long and perpendicular to the floor as possible. Let's take some deep cleansing breaths in a seated position. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now let's bring those arms up again, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace. I'm kind of moving to this side as I reach up with the opposite hand, just warming the body up. Now, bring the arms up again, inhaling, deep cleansing breath. Exhale, reach, lengthen, prayer position, hands to heart. We're loosening up our joints. We're lubricating our joints as we bend our joints. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now, we're going to work on our heads and our necks and our shoulders a bit. Just relax the hands. But keep that torso nice and tall and as perpendicular to the floor as possible, and keep those abs in nice and tight. Turn your head at your own pace, slowly from side to side. Come back to the center front, checking the posture always. Now lower the chin to the chest. Continue to breathe. Don't ever hold your breath in the postures we're doing. Release. Let the heavy head roll over to the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down. You'll feel a stretch at the opposite side. If you have any neck issues, only roll back and forth in the front. If not, heavy head throughout this posture. Center back. Jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Hard to do that when you're talking, but hopefully you're not having to talk. Heavy head to the right shoulder. Check the posture. Always breathe. And roll back down, pressing the chin into the chest. Release. Opposite direction now, right shoulder. Check the posture always. You're going to get tired of me saying breathe and check the posture, abs in tight. It's so important. Back if you can. Left shoulder. Roll back down and press the chin into the chest. Release. Center front, inhale. Exhale, turn. Look over the right shoulder. Try to keep the shoulders stable. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center, front, inhale. Exhale, turn. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center, front, inhale. Exhale, check that posture. Now we're going to do some side stretches. We're going to move our shoulders, our arms a little bit. So first, roll the shoulders back with the elbows bent. Big circles, loosening the torso as you do so. And then straighten those arms for full range of motion. You'll probably have to glide your arm around on the floor from the back, but that's okay. Again, we'll probably do this periodically. So good for your posture and good for those shoulders, lubricating them and the elbows. And move your hands. Lubricate those wrists and those knuckles. Now we'll go to the side. Notice we've been sitting like this for a while. We're going to do this for a while and then we're going to switch up. If you ever feel like you need to come out of a posture, do so. Right hand on the floor beside you. Bring the left arm up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane as you slide to the side. You can use a block to hold out here if you need to. You can use a book for a block or whatever you choose. We're going to keep the arms straight at first, reaching up, looking up, breathing. Both glutes remain on the floor. Abs always in tight. Up, inhaling. Exhale, lower that arm down. Now bring the right arm up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch out on the left side of your body. Arms remain straight if at all possible. And reach over both glutes on the floor, looking up. Abs always in tight. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, lower that arm down. Bring the left arm back up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stretch again to the side. You can repeat what we did. You might be able to come a little further, maybe not, that's okay. Or you can bend your elbow and have it about 45, I'm a math person, 90-degree angle. Reaching up, kind of looking perhaps at my arm and my body. Reaching up, breathing. And if you want, you can bring that left or upper arm as an extension of the spine. Stay in the same plane with the torso head, neck, and arms as best you can. Reaching, breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, change sides. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and again, stretch out to the side. If you bent your elbow on the other side, try to do the same on this side as well. Keep in the same plane or remain in the same plane with the upper body, reaching, looking, abs in tight. And if you brought the arm as an extension of the spine, do the same on this side to try to balance your body. Stay high on that shoulder, breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach upward, and then prayer position, hands to heart. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale, arms up, reach, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now, we've sat in this position for quite some time. We're going to switch it up. So whichever leg is in front, put in back, or on top, put on the bottom. Because this is a hip opener. If you do the half lotus or the full lotus, it does help open your hips. So now we're going to do a spinal twist on each side of our bodies, and we will switch up our legs again, but then switch back. Nice and tall. Again, you want that perpendicular torso from the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right fingertips in front, left behind, turn. Look over that shoulder. This is the simple twist. You can just hold it here if you want, or you can place your right hand on your left knee, turning more, and you can hold it here, or bring that left arm around the back of the body and hold something on the right side. It can be on your thigh, you can hold your foot, it can be just wrapped around the back. Whatever you choose, focus on your posture and your breathing. Turn to the front, inhale. Exhale and release. Check the posture, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, left fingertips in front, right behind. Turn, look over that shoulder. Simple twist. If you stopped here, do this on this side as well. If you did more, take that left hand, put it on the right knee. And if you did even more, take that right arm, wrap it around the back of your body, and hold something on the left side. Focus on your posture and your breathing. These are spinal twists. Turn to the front, inhaling. Exhale as you release. Check the posture, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, both sets of fingertips on the floor in front of you, about shoulder width apart. Lengthen the spine, bend at the hips, keep those abs in tight, and walk forward. You want to keep your back as long and flat as possible. Even if you feel like you're not coming forward very far, that's okay. It's more important to keep the back long and flat. Head and neck is just an extension of the spine. Breathe. Now slowly either walk your hands up or arms at your ears, slowly coming up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now again, look at your legs and do exactly the opposite. Whichever leg was on top, put on bottom, or in front, put in back. And we're going to do the spinal twist here because it's a little bit different on your hips and your body, but mainly your hips when you do this, hips and legs. So nice and tall, take a deep breath in. Exhale, right fingertips in front, left behind, turn, look over that shoulder. You can stop here at the simple twist, or left hand on the right knee, or wrap that left arm around, or right hand on the left knee, pardon me, and then bring that left arm around and hold something on the right side. Sorry about that little confusion. Hopefully you were doing it correctly anyway. That works for your body. Turn to the front, inhaling. Exhale as you release. Check the posture, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, left fingertips in front, right behind. Turn, look over that shoulder. Simple spinal twist. If you went further on the other side, do the same here. Left hand on the right knee now. Bring that right arm around and hold something on the left side. Lots of choices, lots of options. It's your body. Listen to your body and breathe. Turn to the front, inhaling. Exhale as you release. Check the posture, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, both sets of fingertips on the floor again, about shoulder width apart. Lengthen the spine, keep those abs in tight, bend at the hips, and walk forward if you can, keeping that back as long and flat as possible. Head and neck an extension of the spine, breathing. Now either walk your fingertips back up or arms at your ears, slowly coming up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now, we've been sitting in this posture for a while, so we're going to undo our legs, straighten those legs out, seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. I'm going to have you lean back just a bit. Keep the back straight but at an angle. I like my fingers pointed outward. Some people like their fingers pointed in, so do what works for you. And just walk your feet up and down. Bending those knees. Sliding the feet on the floor. Legs straight again. Now we're going to do a forward bend. We'll get back in that posture again later if we have time, and I hope we do. So nice and tall, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and either stretch upward or stretch back. Reaching back, you're in a straight line from the hips to the fingertips. Head and neck, an extension of the spine, and you're always breathing with those abs in nice and tight. You're really using that core. Then back up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch over, bending at the hips. Keep those legs nice and straight. You want to open the glutes to make sure you're pushing out through those glutes, and you can bend a little bit better that way, keeping those abs in tight. Legs straight, hands under the thighs, calves, ankles. or heels, and bring the torso down. We want, again, that back to be as straight as possible. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Breathing. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Push out through those heels. Relax the feet. Slowly come up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, stretch upward again, or again, stretch back, reaching back. Listen to your body and breathe. Up inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Just relax the hands on the thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet together. You can have your hands on your ankles or hold your toes. Lower the knees down. They may not go down very far, but just do the best you can. First, let's just rock and roll from side to side to massage the glutes and the upper thighs against the surface below you, promoting circulation and hopefully just making your body healthier. It's a simple type of balance, but it's still some balance, because when we any kind of movement in yoga, we're going to move more slowly, so we use our muscles and not momentum. Now back to the center. I kind of wiggled around a little bit. You may or may not have, and lower those knees again down toward the surface below you. And if you want, you don't have to. You can bring your hands behind you. Again, some people like their fingers pointed forward. I like mine pointed back. But lengthen the spine. You're going to arch the back just a little bit, not too much. And lower those knees down towards the surface below you. See if you can come down just a little bit further. If not, don't worry, but just do the best you can. Lengthen that spine. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. Want your head and neck an extension of that spine. Now release, bringing those legs up, inhaling. Exhale and hug those knees into your chest with your arms. Try to balance on your sits bones, your rear end, whatever you'd like to call them, your glutes. You can put a toe or two down if you need to, but try to balance as best you can. Now, come into the resting position with your hands at the lower thighs by the knees, and your calves are pretty much parallel to the floor, to each other. And if this is difficult, just stay here, balancing, breathing, keeping those abs in tight always. If not, straighten those legs. And you may hold it here, breathing, or bring the hands to the calves or the ankles. And you may hold it here, breathing, or open those legs. And you may hold it here, breathing, or release the hold. Point the toes, flex the feet, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Relax the feet, bring the legs in, inhaling. Exhale, resting position. Again, you may hold it here, breathing, or we're going to go ahead and do the full boat posture if you'd like. Straighten the legs up. Release the hold, arms in the T position. I should turn to the side a little bit, I guess, so you can see. Arms are parallel to the floor and to each other. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Relax the feet, resting position, inhale. Back to the center. Okay, now bend the knees, hug them into your chest as the feet just relax on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten those legs out. Seated stick posture, legs straight back, straight arms straight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Now we're going to open our legs. And even if you feel like you can't open your legs very far, that's okay. Just do the best you can. And if you have back issues or any kind of issues that when you come to the side, it bothers you, you can bend the opposite knee and it puts less stress on your back. Not that it's stressful. If you don't have any issues, you don't have to worry about it. But just giving you some modifications. And first of all, we're going to go down, face down towards each leg, and then we're going to go to the side. So we're going to get some different types of twists and stretches on our bodies. So keep the torso nice and tall as best you can, abs always in tight. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, turn, face the straight left leg and stretch over it, face down. Hands under the thighs, calf, ankle, or heel. Lengthen and stretch over. Keep those abs in tight and breathe. Legs nice and straight, unless you're modifying. Point the toes and flex the feet. Slowly come up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, relax the feet. And now stretch over the straight right leg in the same manner. Hands under the thigh, calf, ankle, or the heel. Keep those abs in tight. Stretch over that straight right leg. Breathe. Point the toe and flex the foot. Both feet actually. Relax. Oh, keep the foot flexed actually and slowly come up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, relax the feet and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Again, bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch ear towards that knee, down toward that straight left leg. The right arm is straight up, or you can bring it as an extension of the spine, or you can see if you can touch the toe. Breathe. But if you're touching the toe, try to make sure you bring that shoulder back so you're in the same plane as best you can. Breathing. Now slowly come up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch in the same manner toward that right leg. It's been a while since I've done this one. I really needed to do it. Try to do the same on both sides of your body if you possibly can. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms in front of you, bending at the hips, coming forward. Just go to your limit and hold it. You're going to push out through the glutes as best you can with your legs open. And walk hand over to the left side. And then hand over hand back to the center. And then hand over to the right side. Hand over hand back to the center. And then if you want, you can slide your hands down toward the feet or the legs. Point those toes and flex those feet. Now slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, relax the feet and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Slide the legs together. Hands behind you again, leaning back just a bit, but nice and straight, just at an angle with the back. And walk the knees up and down. Bending those knees, releasing some of that pressure. Hopefully you've got a good inner leg stretch. Seated stick posture, legs straight back, straight arms straight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. I think we've gotten just about all of our bodies now. I want you to kind of circle your feet a little bit here. Just a few circles in each direction. We've moved our ankles quite a bit as we point and flex, but sometimes moving to the side is a good idea. And also try to make sure you do about the same number of circles in each direction. Now, we're going to sit cross-legged again, and you may or may not remember how you sit, but try to sit the opposite one of what we did last time. Nice and tall. And we're just going to do a little breathing here. So bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now bring those arms back up. Inhaling, we're going to work our arms and shoulders a little bit. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower to the T position, palms down. Now you can modify and just sit any way you want. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit with your legs out, but I want you to make small circles forward. I want you to lengthen those arms. Try to imagine reaching toward the wall. And as you keep making slow circles, I want you to make them a little bit wider, a little bit bigger. You're not going to be able to do full range of motion probably, but you should be close because of the floor. And what you can do is just kind of bend your arms when you're going that way. You're going forward. I'm going forward. And then you're going to stop at the very top after you've reached as full range of motion as you can in a seated position. Reach upward when you do, and then go back. You're going to big, full range of circles back. And then slowly start to get a little smaller with those circles. Try to imagine that the center of the circle is parallel to the floor as best you can. Reach with those arms. Nice, long arms. Circles getting smaller. Small circles. And now I want you to stop. Look and see if your arms are still parallel to the floor. Hopefully they are. Now, palms forward, push forward as if you're pushing against an imaginary wall. Lengthen those arms, push. Release. Push down. Like bring those palms toward you. Pulling in, but also reaching out with those arms. And then out. Push out as if you're pushing against an imaginary wall. Release. Now push back as if you're pushing backward. Release. Palms up and bring those arms all the way up. Inhaling. Exhale. Reach, lengthen, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now clasp your fingers together behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. I'll turn to the side a little bit. Squeeze, opening the chest. Arms can be low, medium, or high. This is part of a chest expansion. You're opening your chest so that you breathe nicely. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is so important. And now release. Release the legs. Again, seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. We're going to get ready for Shavasana or relaxation shortly. So nice and tall, point those toes, flex those feet, relax the feet, circle those ankles again, just a little bit, just a few, like 3 each direction. That's what I'm doing. And then in the opposite direction. When you're finished, point the toes, flex those feet. Relax the feet, release the hands, check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down. One vertebra at a time. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down and slowly bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Now, if you have any kind of back issues, you want to bend the knees, get that lower back against the floor, keeping those abs in tight all the time, and then straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. So do what works for you. You just want those legs nice and straight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, and slowly lower those feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down. Palms up, fingers naturally curled up. Just let those shoulders rest down into the surface below you. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener or butterfly posture. Now we're going to prepare for Shavasana or full relaxation. So you have a couple of options here. If you want, you can just slide the heels on the floor until the legs are straight and let the feet flop out to the sides in the corpse posture, which is the most comfortable posture for most bodies. If you want more, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor if they're not already up there. Point those toes. Keep that lower back against the floor when the legs are straight up. Flex those feet. Keep those abs in tight all the time. Relax the feet and slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you do have back issues, to bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax your body. Continue to breathe on your own, and soon we'll take a deep breath in together. And this time when we exhale, we'll fist our hands, flex our feet, and tighten everything in our bodies we possibly can. So let's take that deep breath in now. Exhale and tighten. And release. Just rest down to the surface below. You may want to cover yourselves with something. Towels, blankets. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. Eyes are closed. Mind is open. Open that mind and travel to one of your favorite safe places. Continue to breathe. You're in your safe place. Focus on the hands and the fingers, relaxing the muscles as you release the joints. As you move up the arms, release the joints in the wrists as you relax the forearms. Release the joints in the elbows as you relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Now relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. Lower the focus now to the toes and the feet. Relax the muscles as you release the joints. Allow the heels to sink a little deeper into the surface below you, wherever you might be in your safe place. As you begin to move up the legs, release the joints in your ankles as you relax the shins and calves. Release the joints in your knees, relaxing the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps and thighs. Relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes, allowing the glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you. Continue to move up the body now, focusing on the tailbone and spinal area there. Relaxing that part of your body as you move up between the muscles of the lower back, relaxing them as well. Relax the obliques of the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles now. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades, relaxing the spinal column, moving up between the shoulder blades through the neck to the base of the skull. Now focus on the chest. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the clavicle or collarbone area. And again, let those shoulders sink a little deeper into the surface below you. Focus now on the neck. Relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips and the tongue. Relax the cheeks, nose, and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now, relax the scalp. Beginning at the forehead at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the neck to the base of the skull at the neck. All the way through the scalp. I'm relaxed. I hope you are too. But from wherever you may have traveled, it's now time to come home. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is open. And hopefully, your body is functioning as perfectly as possible. So let's come home now. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees, hug them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to the seated position, any seated position, and sit nice and tall. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhaling. Thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope you all feel a little better, and I hope you got what you wanted. So thank you so much for being here.